Have you ever wondered which states in America have the deepest devotion to religion? In a country as big and diverse as the United States, faith takes many shapes and forms. In some places, it's a quiet, personal part of life. In others, it's the heartbeat of the community, shaping traditions, influencing daily routines, and guiding how people come together. Across the nation, there's a wide range of beliefs, from Christianity and Judaism to Islam, Buddhism, and many other faiths. And of course, many choose no religion at all. But some states stand out for the strength of their commitment to faith. These are the places where you can feel it in the air, see it in the way people live, and hear it in the way they speak about life, hope, and purpose. Today, we're going to take a journey through the top 10 most religious states in America. We'll explore how religion shapes daily routines, influences local culture, and fosters a sense of unity and purpose. Thank you all for being here. Please support us by subscribing to this channel. Your support means the world to us. Clicking the subscribe button is a great motivation for the channel. Thank you very much. Number 10, North Carolina. North Carolina is a place where faith isn't just something people talk about on Sundays. It's something they live every day. According to recent surveys, it's about 62% of the population is considered highly religious, and around 37% attend church services weekly. That means more than 1 in 3 North Carolinians can be found in a church. Pew on a Sunday morning, singing hymns, listening to sermons, and connecting with their neighbors. It's not just about worship. It's also about community. In small towns, church services are often followed by potluck lunches, where families bring home-cooked dishes and catch up with one another. In larger cities like Charlotte and Raleigh, churches still play a big role, offering programs for youth, charity drives, and community events. Around 75% of people in North Carolina identify as Christian, but the state is also home to other faiths. The Jewish community is the largest among non-Christian groups. There are growing populations of Muslims, Buddhists, and Hindus. This mix of traditions creates a rich tapestry of belief. In North Carolina, it's common to see evidence of faith everywhere crosses on the walls of local businesses. Church signs changing their weekly messages in neighborhoods. Coming together for religious festivals. It's a state that manages to hold on to its deep Christian heritage while also making space for other voices in its spiritual landscape. Number 9. Oklahoma, a state known for its wide-open plains, its strong sense of identity, and its powerful connection to faith. Here, 63% of residents are considered highly religious, and the same percentage say they pray daily. That's a big number, and it tells you that faith isn't just reserved for holidays or special occasions in Oklahoma. Part of the rhythm of life. It might be a quiet prayer before breakfast, a moment of thanks before bed, or a Sunday spent in worship. About 77% of people here identify as Christian, with Baptist and Methodist congregations among the most common, but you'll also find Pentecostal, Catholic, and non-denominational churches adding their traditions to the mix. 20% of the population identifies as non-religious, and about 3% belong to other faiths, including Judaism and Islam. One of the interesting things about Oklahoma is how these groups interact. In many towns, it's normal for people from different faith backgrounds to come together for community service projects or to support local causes. The landscape here, with its wide skies, farmland, and small-town life, adds to the sense of connection. Faith in Oklahoma is not only about personal belief, it's also about the shared life of the community. Number 8. Georgia, a state where Southern hospitality meets strong religious tradition. In Georgia, 77% of the population identifies as Christian, and 61% say religion plays an important role in their daily lives. On Sunday mornings, you can drive through towns and see church parking lots filled with people dressed in their best clothes, ready for worship. But it's not just about attending services. Churches here often act as community centers, hosting events that range from barbecues to charity fundraisers. In rural areas, the local church might be the central gathering spot for the whole town, while in cities like Atlanta, large congregations organize programs for education, social support, and outreach. 20% of Georgians identify as non-religious. 3% belong to other faiths, adding to the state's diversity. Yet the influence of Christianity is clear in Georgia's cultural traditions, from gospel choirs and religious holidays to public prayers, at school events and sports games. Faith here shapes values, traditions, and even the way people welcome visitors with warmth, kindness, and a readiness to help. Number 7, West Virginia is a state known for its breathtaking mountain scenery, close-knit towns, and deep sense of tradition. Here, 67% of people are highly religious, and 65% pray daily. 75% identify as Christian, while 20% are non-religious and 5% follow other faiths. Religion in West Virginia is often a family affair, with generations attending the same church. In small towns, pastors know every member of the congregation by name, and churches are places of both spiritual and social life. Day services are followed by community lunches, charity events, sometimes even informal music gatherings where hymns and folk songs are sung side by side. In this state, faith often goes hand in hand with resilience. When challenges arise, whether it's economic hardship, natural disasters, or personal struggles, the church community often steps in to provide support. Faith here isn't just about belief. It's about looking out for one another and finding strength together. Number 6, South Carolina. Faith in South Carolina is as much a part of the scenery as the palm trees and coastal views. 60% of people here consider themselves religious, and 76% believe in a higher power. Christianity is the dominant faith, but there's also a presence of other religions, with 20% identifying as non-religious and 4% following other beliefs. Churches in South Carolina range from historic buildings that have stood for centuries to modern congregations in thriving suburbs. Religion shapes not just weekly routines, but also major events in the community. Weddings, festivals, and even political gatherings often begin with a prayer. In Charleston, for example, historic churches are not only places of worship, but also landmarks that tell the story of the city's past. In smaller towns, the church is the place where everyone gathers, not just to pray, but to celebrate, organize community projects, and support each other in times of need. Number 5, Arkansas, a state where 68% of people are deeply engaged in religious practices. 77% identify as Christian, 19% as non-religious, and 4% follow other faiths. Arkansas is known for its strong sense of community, and religion plays a big role in that. Churches here often organize charity work, from food drives to disaster relief. In many places, the local pastor is more than a spiritual leader. They're also a counselor, a community organizer, and a voice people turn to in times of crisis. While Christianity is the dominant faith, the growing presence of other religions reflects the gradual diversification of the state. In Arkansas, religious gatherings often have a warm, family-like atmosphere. People bring food, share stories, and check in on one another, making the church an extension of home. Number 4, Louisiana, a state famous for its vibrant culture, food, and music, and also for its deep religious roots. 69% of adults here follow Christianity, and 82% identify as Christian overall. 16% are non-religious, and 2% belong to other religions, with Buddhism being the most common among them. In Louisiana, faith is often expressed through celebration. Gospel music fills churches, religious festivals bring communities together, and traditions blend the sacred with the joyful. In New Orleans, for example, you might hear a brass band leading a procession from a church, combining music and worship in a way that is uniquely Louisiana. In smaller towns, faith is quieter, but no less powerful, with families gathering for prayer and worship as part of their weekly routine. Religion here isn't separate from culture. It's woven into it, influencing art, music, and the way people connect. Number 3, Tennessee, where 71% of the population is highly religious, 79% identify as Christian. 18% are non-religious, and 3% follow other faiths. In Tennessee, faith and music are closely connected. Gospel choirs, church bands, and country singers often perform songs that reflect their beliefs. In rural areas, small white chapels, the countryside. While in cities like Nashville and Memphis, large congregations gather in modern churches. Religion shapes community life here, from Sunday services to midweek gatherings for study and fellowship. It also influences the values people hold. Honesty, kindness, and a willingness to lend a hand are often tied to religious teachings. For many Tennesseans, faith is not just something they practice on Sundays. It's part of their identity, guiding the way they live every day. Number 2, Mississippi is one of the most religious states in America. Here, 75% of adults are highly religious. 72% say religion is central to their lives, and 73% pray daily. 81% identify as Christian. 17% are non-religious, and 2% follow other religions. In Mississippi, churches are central to community life. They host social events, provide help to those in need, and serve as gathering places during difficult times. Faith-based values shape everything from local traditions to how neighbors interact. In many towns, Sunday mornings are a time when nearly everyone heads to church, making it one of the busiest times of the week. Religion here is a powerful uniting force, giving people a sense of belonging and purpose. Number 1, we have Alabama, tied with Mississippi in devotion, but unique in its way. 75% of adults identify as devout Christians, 72% pray daily, and add a 4% identify as Christian overall. 15% are non-religious, and 1% follow other faiths. In Alabama, churches are more than just places of worship. They are the heartbeat of the community. They host everything from weddings and baptisms to charity fundraisers. In town meetings, in rural areas, churches are often landmarks, standing for generations as symbols of faith and resilience. In cities, large congregations offer programs that support families, help the poor, and build connections between people. Religion here is part of everyday conversation, part of the way people see themselves and their community. It's a living tradition passed from one generation to the next. And there you have it, the 10 most religious states in America. From the mountains of West Virginia to the coastal charm of South Carolina, from the vibrant streets of Louisiana to the open skies of Oklahoma, these states show us how faith can shape not only individual lives, but entire communities. Whether it's expressed through daily prayer, weekly worship, or acts of service, religion remains a powerful force in these places. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like this video, share it with friends, and leave a comment about which state surprised you the most. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next story. Your support helps us keep